We're out here today with the Caroma P1, this fantastic little sit-down scooter. And what we're going to do today is just try a little couple of mile trail ride, see how it hangs on these trails. So I'm over here in the Versailles area, back here by the, by that old factory where I used to bring the drones a lot. So we're back here to get the feel of how this thing hangs on the gravel trails and stuff. So yeah, let's just give it a little spin and see what happens. So this, I think, is actually the end of the Heritage Trail right here, and you have to go to Boston to pick it up. You have to just go out here and go up to the street, and then I don't know if you can see that bridge, the other part of the trail picks up under that, where that blue bridge is right there. So it stops here. This is like the end, and then you have to go down there to pick it up. I'm sure you could go down this street right here, this little side street. And then this part back here was, they have a gate there, and this was a little access point over here to because there used to be some kind of, I don't know, construction or some kind of building back here. It all got tore down. There was some kind of factory or something back here. And, hold on, my speedometer is not picking up the GPS for some reason. We are kind of like in the backwoods here. Let me try another one. See if this one's gonna get any. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Yeah, so back in here, there used to be something, and it got tore down, but you can still, ride around back here. So, but the trail is actually right ahead, right there. That's where you can pick it up. If you want to come back this way, you can. Oh, I can already tell you, man, this thing is fun as hell out on these trails. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's slipping inside. Well, this trail's pretty muddy here, right this second, because it's still got all the morning dew and everything on it. So let's hit it this way. Wow. And you know how slippery those leaves are, right? Those wet leaves. Yeah. How many times I've wiped out on a regular bike on them. Oh yeah, this is great. Let me make sure I got my phone here. Okay. I said to check for something. Okay, so we'll probably just take this down to the turn off, to the split where either you can go down to the marina or go back the other way to Boston. So, woo! Wow. Oh yeah, this thing's great, man. Wow. Great fun. Great fun on the trail with this thing, guys. Wow. I don't think anybody's up yet, to be honest. Yeah, some guy was asking me this morning on one of my other videos if he could ride this, mounting some pegs or something on it. And I think you could by putting them on down there if you wanted to, hooking them right to here. If you wanted to put your feet up, if you just didn't want your legs to shoot out the side, you could most likely do that. I don't think that would be any kind of an issue. Oh yeah, this is, oh wow. This is awesome out here on this thing. This is great, great stuff. Great stuff, man. I think the factory's probably closed today. Well, there's some bicyclists out here this morning. Okay, so yeah, you got to be careful going right through that spot. It's a gigantic pothole. Okay, so there's the big field behind the factory. You guys, this thing's riding, it's fantastic on this trail. Okay, so this thing is great stuff out here. Whoa, I just fell in a hole, but the Caroma can hang. Okay, this thing's tough. Wow, that was a real big one right there, guys. That was a real big hole. I gotta watch that one going back. Okay, so we're still going. Now this thing takes these bumps, these big hill things where the cement is expanded out, the blacktop. This takes these pretty good. I noticed this over at, and I hit a couple over there at Penn Center, that the ride on this thing is pretty good out here, even with all these big old holes. Or hills, bumps. This thing is fantastic out here. Wow. This thing is great off-road, on-road, doesn't matter. Bumps, potholes, you name it. It does it all. Now, right here is where they picked up and rebuilt the whole trail. Right from here all the way to where the split is, they redid it. I thought they were going to do this section this year, but they never did. So now we can go out here. Now this little area up here is a little town called Christie Park. I haven't been up this way in years and years, actually, to be honest. It's just like a little offshoot of McKeesport. We all know about that, right? We all know about the port. This is a little bit better. A little bit better than the port. That car is always over there, that little green car. I'm starting to think that thing's a decoy. Either that or that poor security guard works 24 hours a day. So this trail is smooth as glass here where they redid all this. It's really nice. They did a really nice job on it. There's a cat laying there in the middle of the trail. He's gonna get up and move. Oh, he took off. There's a box in the middle of the road. It's actually a box of chips. Barbequin. It's wrap snacks. Oh, okay. Go, Shorty. All right. We're gonna be wrapping with our snacks. Okay, we're at 2¼ miles. Wow, this thing runs so nice out here on these trails, guys. Wow. You got to get one of these, I'm telling you. Now, usually when I do all my reviews for these things, after I'm done with them, I sell them. You know, because you can't, you know, who can keep all this stuff? I had one time last year, I had like 16 bikes at once. That's ridiculous. So I wound up just selling them all. You know, and I keep a couple of bikes. I'm actually thinking about keeping this thing permanently, because this is just so fun just to drag it out of the garage and just run to the store with it. It's got that basket on there, and it just rides so nice. It's just such a smooth ride, and you get your 19 miles an hour out of it. So, wow. It's you know, it's not like it's some slow thing. It's good. Plenty fast enough for this thing. All right, so we're up here at the split, and down that way would be the McKeesport Marina. And you guys know I've done many videos driving to the marina. No point in going down there today because it's all just concrete. And then that way, where that guy's coming from, that way, and then going across the bridge is going back toward Boston the other way. So yeah, great stuff. So we're just gonna head back. And I think this ride was very successful, man. Wow. I was very impressed with this thing. Holy cow. This thing, wow, it was great on these trails. So I did the range test on this thing, and that did very well. So if this is the first video that you've watched from me, go do a little search or just go back a couple of weeks and you'll see the range test in there. It did really good. It did really good on the range test, so I was real happy about that. And if you would, go down there and like that video and subscribe if you haven't already. I stole that from Dreamcast guy. I heard him say that. I thought it sounded pretty cool. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know, the algorithm, I have never one time ever asked anybody to subscribe to my channel. And I got, you know, I've been doing this 7 years. But, you know, everybody's telling me, and the Google people are telling me, the YouTube rep told me that you want to say that in your videos. I guess it's just part of the algorithm, you know. So please subscribe. Okay, so I said it, so they'll hear it. Oh, this thing is fantastic, guys. I love this thing. It's great stuff, man. Wow. Great stuff. Yeah, right over here. This is that, I see that car. It's always there. It looks like about a 90, I would say a 98 tempo or something like that. Let me get a little side look at it. Yeah, or like a 98 tempo or a 99 escort. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, right along those lines. But it's always there, you know, no matter what, it's always there. So I think it's just a decoy of some kind to make you think that there's some security guard there in the gatehouse. Now, sometimes there is. You'll come by here like during the week. This is a Sunday right now. So there's nobody over there, I don't believe. But during the week, there's usually somebody in that gatehouse. The gatehouse, the door, you'll see it's open or unlocked or whatever. So there is actually somebody in there once in a while. But that car is always there no matter what, you know. So they're just trying a little trickery to trick the gangsters from busting in. Yeah, guys, you definitely want to get one of these. And they're less than $300, you know, so they're not expensive. 7.8 amp hour battery. I think this model has a 350 watt motor with a 500 peak. I mean, it just runs so quiet. It must be a brushless motor. Has to be, because you don't hear anything. No noise whatsoever coming from the motor. None. It's extremely quiet. So yeah, you don't hear anything coming from the motor. There, they went to the end and they're coming back. Looks like they went to pick up Grandpa. So I am going to try to avoid that big giant pothole that I ran over here a minute ago. I don't want to knock my teeth loose again. There it is right there. There's that big pothole this thing fell in. Look at that thing down there. Look at that. Went right in there. It just kept on trucking. Wow. Awesome. But we don't want to do it again, right? Okay, so we did it that time. We don't want to do it again. I'm having a lot of fun out here. I'm in not no big hurry to get back to the car, but might stop over here and putz around in this little field for a minute. In this parking lot. Yeah, I'm gonna stop over here and ride around a little bit in this lot. Okay guys, I'll pick it up in a few minutes. Even out here in all this gravel and rocks and mud and all that stuff, this thing zooms around like crazy. Okay, this thing is just an absolute awesome little thing. Okay, it just goes great. Now this, what I'm going in right now, is really slippery, muddy, rocks everywhere. Wow, great stuff. Great stuff, man. Wow. I just left a big crater on there. Well, I tried to get a wheelie, but I couldn't. I couldn't get a wheelie, but I tried. All right, guys, we're heading back. I just came over here and horsed around a little bit in the mud. Okay, so now I got the Caroma all muddy. But have no fear. We can clean it off. So it did great over here. Wow. So it even goes off-road, okay? Wow, great stuff, man. Wow. This thing runs really nice. Take a look over here. Oh, the river is calm as can be today. Wow, look at that. Unreal. Wow. Now, I could not get the wheels to spin out over there in the sand and the gravel over there because it was wet. You know, if it was dry, I would have been able to do that. So, what is back here now? So I got the gate locked on the other side. Does this trail pick up over here? Okay, let me see what's going on. Let me see what's happening here. You see, that's dry. So you can spin out in there. It's harder to spin out when the mud's all wet. Yeah, that's just the back of the factory. This thing's got some power, no doubt. But yeah, it'll spin out in that gravel if it's dry. But what was happening was I was trying to get it to spin out and stuff. It was just sinking in the wet sand, so it wouldn't let me do it. So no big deal, right? Oh, ride's great on these trails, guys. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, we're heading into the home stretch. Wow. All right, we made it back. Yay. We made it back to fight another day. All right. We all together, we went almost 6 miles. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, guys, you see how this thing performs on the trails. Wow, very nimble. Wow, I'm just so impressed with this thing. Wow, I'm definitely going to keep this sucker. Okay. All right, guys, you have a nice day. I will talk to you later.